Everyone says they want success, but when you look at it, their actions, their habits, their sacrifices, it doesn't add up. People don't actually want success. They want the illusion of success, the identity of improvement without the accountability. You set the tone with honesty, boldness, and conviction. Welcome back to the Marcus Allgood Show. I appreciate everybody listening and watching and sharing the show. Hope you got some value out of this. If you get some value out, send it to a friend, and let's get started. The topic for today is most people don't actually want success. They just want the appearance of it. Success is hard. Success takes time. Success takes sacrifice. Success takes dedication. It takes so much that most people aren't going to want it. They're just going to stick to their 9 to 5 job or, their hourly job and just barely get by and just make ends meet and just go through the motions and live a happy life is what they say. So the problem is people want the feeling and not the work. They want to feel like they are accomplishing something, they're successful, but they don't want to sacrifice and they don't want to do the work for it. So most people want the body without the workouts. They want a six pack, but they don't want to put in the work in the kitchen. They don't want to put the work in at the gym. They just want to do it. Or, nowadays you can take a pill, you can take a shot. There's all sorts of different things that you could do to lose weight, but most people still want to take those drugs and still eat the same foods that they're eating. They don't change their habits. They want the business without the grind. They won't work. When you have a business, you're working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. You're not just working at 40 hours. Like, you are never away from your phone. The time doesn't shut, the clock doesn't clock out. The phone calls always come. Like, you're always thinking about your business. Like, your business is always on your mind. There is no, it's Friday, it's 5 o'clock, I'm gonna punch out. I'm not gonna think about work for the next 3 days. There is none of that with your own business. It's a hard sacrifice. Then people want the relationship without the humility. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the work. You got to put in those hard talks. You got to make sure it's what you want. Like, if you are not talking with your partner or your spouse in those hard conversations, it's going to be hard. You got to compromise. There's so many different things that you got to do in a relationship to have a good relationship. You just can't just show up and hope for the best. They want the money without the discipline. You have to have discipline to not spend it, to invest in it, to go out and make it, of course. Go out there, put some risk into it. Like, money just doesn't come to you without any risk. There's always some kind of risk. If you just want to stick to your 9 to 5 without any risk, there's risk there too of getting fired. But if you just want to stick to that, then that's the money you're going to get. If you don't take any extra risks, you're not going to get extra money. You want the healing without the discomfort. If you want to heal, you got to go through the trauma. You got to go through everything to get rid of that trauma that you went through, or you got to open up and talk about it to somebody and get it off your heart, get it off your mind, and just not think about it. Like, you have to get it out there into the open without worrying about what other people think. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, there's so many different things we've all been through that, could be detrimental, but most of the time, if you put yourself out there and be your authentic self, everything's going to come back better than what you thought it was going to be. So they want the reward without the identity change. You have to change your identity. If you're the same person that you were 6 years ago, you're going to be making the same amount of money. You're going to have the same job. You're going to have the same everything. That you're not going to have anything change until you change. Everyone loves the idea of success until success asks for a version of you that your comfort zone doesn't want to give up. Like, that version of you is on the other side of comfort zone. Like, here's your comfort zone. Here's the version you need to become to level up. Most of the time, that gap right there is the hardest thing to break, to bridge, because of the fact that you don't want to get out of your comfort zone. And I try and get out of my comfort zone all the time, at least like once a quarter. Once a quarter, I mean, you can do twice a year. Just try and get out of your comfort zone. Once a month would be crazy, but you would be living a good life. You'd be living actually a lot of cool stories happening during that time. Like, if you can do it once a month, but if not, once a quarter. Like, I'm doing another High Rocks competition, and this training that I've been doing is so out of my comfort zone. All the running, Ran 9.6 miles yesterday. Did a half marathon already. Did a high rocks. Like, once you break that comfort zone, all the doors open up. All the other doors open up. Like, I would have never, like a year ago on this podcast, I would have told you I'd never run a half marathon. And then I ended up doing it because I was already trained up for it. So once you get out of that success, out of the comfort zone, that's where the success happens. And running a half marathon is successful. Like, not everybody's going to do it. You're in a pretty much like a 1% echelon that people who have run a half marathon compared to people who have not run a half marathon. So people chase the image of success because the fact that they want validation is easier than transformation. They want to look like it. Like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, they're all filled with validation and, the image of being successful. When once you break it down, those people, a lot of them are faking it. They're trying to fake it till they make it. Like, I am 100% who I am. I'm not trying to fake it till I make it. I'm just here talking. I'm here working. I'm here grinding. I'm here hustling. Like, that's what it takes. I'm out here working out 4 o'clock in the morning. And today was Sunday. I got up at 5 o'clock to go stretch for an hour. Like, that's what it takes. And then social media rewards appearance. Like, they don't care. Social media doesn't care if you're broke. But if you could act like you're not broke, it's going to reward you better than going on there and being broke. I mean, I think there are some people on there making some money that are broke, also getting some views, talking about how frugal they are. You don't need 10 different water cups. You could just survive with the one. They fear failure more than they desire growth. You should desire growth and don't worry about the fear of failure. Like, the fear of failure is made up in your head. Nobody cares. 10 years from now, if you failed 10 years before, nobody's even going to remember that except for you. You're the only one that's going to remember it. Like, nobody cares about that. They don't want to confront their weaknesses. You got to take those head on. Mine was running, and I've been taking that head on. I've told myself over and over and over that I was not a runner. I suck at running. And I was comparing myself to people that I shouldn't have been comparing myself to. I should have just stuck to where I was, my fitness level, and just start working on it. Like, that is a huge weakness of mine. And I'm tackling it every day. Every day I get a chance to do it. Running 9.6 miles yesterday. My knees hurt afterwards, but they feel good today. I'm pretty sure, like, my body, if I went out there and tried working out today, would probably be a little, like, more tired than what it normally is, but it's not sore, which is really good. Or they're addicted to the feeling of starting and not finishing. That is a real thing. Like, I have seen plenty of people do it. I've done it. Like, oh, let's get started on this. And next thing you know, you just fizzle out. Like, people on social media do it all the time. They're like, oh, I'm going to start posting every day. 5 days into it, like, this is terrible. This takes a lot of time. And they just quit. I've been known to do it. This podcast right here has been known to do it. And this year, I'm trying to go. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have 56 episodes this year. So if you're listening, go back to some old episodes this year. We only got a couple more weeks to get it done. And we're going to keep going next year but it's hard. It's just takes time and discipline and everything else. But don't get caught up in the feeling of starting and then just not finishing. Like, keep it going. Try it for a few months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, a year. See what happens. And then most people stay stuck because they identify of trying feels safer than the identity of doing. Most people stay stuck because the identity of trying feels safer than the identity of doing. Get out there and do it. Like, let's make it happen. Call me up. Tell me what you want to do. I'll try and make it happen with you. The difference between those who win and those who talk. Winners do things unsuccessful people won't. I go out there and run. I go out there and work out every day. Unsuccessful people aren't going to go out there and work out every day. They show up when it's boring. I show up all the time when it's boring. My workouts are not fun, exciting. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm showing up for this. Like, oh, I'm having so much fun. No, it's just I get out there and do it. They stay consistent when no one's watching. Always go out there and nobody's watching me work out. Nobody cares in my household that I'm working out. I'm hoping my kids do, and I'm giving them a good role model to work out when they're older and still when they're younger because they like to play volleyball and running club and stuff. They choose discipline over dopamine all day long. The discipline is what gets you through all the hard times when motivation leaves. Discipline is what creates the habit. Motivation doesn't create a habit, discipline creates the habit. They stop needing motivation. I don't need the motivation to go work out. My discipline takes over. I just go out there and do it. They sacrifice comfort for progress. Running is not comfortable, but it gets me progress. It gets me where I need to be. It gets me to be a better runner. Same with working out. Same with learning different things in my job. Like all sorts of different things comes from getting out of the comfort zone. Sacrifice that comfort and get out there and do it. Success doesn't require talent. It requires honesty. You either want it or you want the story of wanting it. I don't just want it. I don't want the story. I want both. I want the story of how I got it, and I want the story how I'm going to keep it going. Let's talk about how to tell if you actually want success. Like, how do you find out if you want success, if success is what drives you? Ask yourself, do my habits match my goals? Are you just scrolling TikTok every day? Are you just flipping through Instagram? Are you just sitting on the couch watching Netflix for 8 hours? That's a telltale sign that you don't want the success. Do I want the lifestyle or the Instagram post? I want the lifestyle. I want to be able to go do things that I want to do. I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to do these podcasts. I want to be able to sell some houses. There's so many different things I want to do. And just sitting there, I hardly even post it on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. Like, I do it because I want to do it. Do I want growth or applause? I want the growth. I don't need the applause. Every once in a while, it's cool to get an applause. Every once in a while, I post and, it goes so people see it, so people comment, but for the most part, nobody cares. Nobody cares except for you. You are the one that needs to do the growth, make it happen, be the one that cares for you. Do I chase excuses or results? I chase the results. I find a way to make it happen. Do I follow through when the feeling fades? That's the discipline. Keep that going. When that feeling fades, you got to dig deep and keep going. All these will give you a gut check. If you answer these questions the wrong way, like you make excuses, I just want the Instagram post, that's going to be a real gut check of what you're actually doing and how bad you actually want the success. Stop saying you want success. Start proving it. You don't need motivation. You need honesty. Success is simple, but it's not easy. Most people want to do what it takes, but you can. Most people won't do what it takes, but you can. If you stop pretending and start becoming. This is how you become successful. Don't just chase the success, actually be part of the success and get success in your life. That's the pod. I appreciate everybody listening. If you got any value out of this, send it to a friend, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.